Hello friends, fans and enemies, welcome to another Zane-Destiny video. This will just be a quick update video on the DC1 tournament I entered on Saturday. It was run by Brotherhood Games. We were playing at the Silverlock TRA Hall. It was a pretty good venue and a really good turnout. I think roughly about 74 people turned up, so no buys, and yeah, it was run really well. Really had a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I didn't do so well. I did drop out after 3 rounds, but I did enter the participation pre-release that they had there. Didn't do well with that neither, but really good time. Although, just a shout out, Tom, well done to you, mate, for coming in 5th. Armor Rush is still insane.
So, first round, I lost. First game was a deck out for me, and second game I scooped because it would have been deck out as well. Tom.
Hello.
How did you do?
2-0.
2-0. What are you playing today?
I'm playing Armor Rush.
Of course.
So I'm going to quickly go through the deck profile, and as I do, I'll explain some of the matches that I had. So we're going to be starting off with the Tamers, believe it or not. So first I got the Sora. This is just our blue and red source. If I or my opponent has more than 8 cards in hand, we gain a memory for each. The next card will be the Analog Youth. This is just for searching and getting things in trash. Fun little tech would be the Matashida and BT6. If I raise a Gabu from raising, I get to draw a card and gain a memory. And something that did assist me quite well was the Digimon Emperor. So this one, if they promote level 3 from raising, they lose 2 memory per Emperor card. And if they're a level 5 or lower is deleted, I can suspend to draw a card. So I really was cycling really well with most of the cards I got here. This guy saved me quite well against the blue flare deck because, well, they were unable to get their Gaussmon out to get some effects off because it will quickly shift back to my turn, especially if I had multiple of these guys out. So my first round was against Security Control. Unfortunately, that was more like a who can get the Death X out up first sort of match. Unfortunately, I did deck out. The long game isn't good for my purple decks. The second game was against Blue Flare, and yes, the opponent did win, but that was just missing one more draw to get promoted for game. But Emperor did help out and slow them down. Same thing with Cherubimon as well. So again, they couldn't get the level 3s out because they'll start losing memory. But it was pretty fun. All those matches were actually really good. Had a lot of fun. So that's it for the Tamers. Now we're going to go down to the level 3s. I did bling out my deck a little as well. They were selling some cards on the table, so throughout the video I will just attach some photos and videos of things that were going on. So I did bling out a little. I ended up buying the alternate art for the BT6 Impmon. So this is one you trash a card from hand to return a Musketeers or Great Demon Lord to hand. So I had to do this because obviously it's got Beelstarmon in it. At the pre-release I did open a few campaign cards. I didn't use them in the actual tournament, but I may as well just bling it out now. Ran 2 Gazi for the memory blocking, and this campaign rare Gazi artwork is really nice. Cheeky little devil. That was just there for blocking memory gain. Now, running a few Gabus, so I'm running the 2 when attacking inheritable Gabus and 4 on deletion Gabus. So the reason why I'm running so many of them was to synergize with the blue mat. So normally I would run 2 Kirishiro, however 4 cost is quite high, and having this guy out, he's only a 3 cost, he's a blue source, so he activates a few options, but also if my opponent were to memory choke me, if I raise a Gabu from raising, I gain a memory and draw a card. Well, that will help me get into my level 4s a little bit quicker because most of mine are 2 cost to Digivolve. And going on top of either of these 2 was always a plus. So that was my reasoning for this mat. And I may decide to continue using him in the BT11 format. And don't want to scoop up my rookies yet. One Labramon, just for that draw 1, trash 1 cycle, and 2 Systemon blanks, just for our trashing to draw. So I've got a lot of drawing and trashing in this deck. Obviously when I get to the level 4s there's going to be more of that. But yeah, and yeah, really happy that I blinged out. I did buy a few new cards because I wanted to cheer myself up more than losing. Get to the champions, obviously with purple, you need 4 scatter mode. He does have jamming, hidden text jamming, but it was okay if I was Digivolve on top of the when attacking Gabu, because at least I was able to do something. 1 Ogremon, just for that early extra security check if he survives both checks. There was a point where he did survive both and he lasted 2 turns, so that was nice. The 1 Blocker Devi, just for that cheap Digivolution, but also play on Nailbone, and 1 Ginkaku Promote. I kind of wish that I didn't have the Blocker Devi and just had 2 promotes, because definitely if I had another one, would have got to it sooner and potentially beat the Blue Flare. It was literally just 1 more swing, but yeah, unfortunately I couldn't draw fast enough to get to him, which is unfortunate. Because it's a BL Star deck, we run no level 5s, but we do run 4 of the BL Star Mon. So reduce her play cost for 1 for each 7 cost option card and Musketeer card, including herself. And on play, you get to add a 7 cost option from trash, and you get to use a 7 cost option from your hand. So really good. She really did a lot of plays. 1 Zwart Defeat, just for Digivolution on top of BL Star to pop a Tamer, because I was expecting a few Tamers around, maybe some Cross Art or even just some Blue Flare. And 1 Def X Mon. So against the security control, it was down to who can get the Def X out first. If I got mine out, he had a Chaos Degrade to get rid of it, and if he got his out, I had a few bouncing methods to return it to hand, but then he could just play it again. So it was kind of like a war of attrition, and unfortunately yellow's good at recovering. The defeat was, I probably would have preferred running 2 defeats in the future, not sure, but we'll see about that. So that was the mega lineup. Oh, you know what, I haven't gone through the eggs. Actually, yeah, we'll do the eggs now. So out of quite a strange ratio, so I ran 3 Demi-Mirrors and 1 Pagu. So it is unorthodox. Normally people just run 4 Demi-Mirrors, or even 5 eggs in total, like 4 Demi-Mirrors and 1 Pagu. But I like the mind game, because a couple people were raising an eyebrow as to, I thought you were running Demi-Mirrors. Well, yes, I do. The Pagu is good for when attacking, so if it doesn't get deleted, at least I'll be able to trash something. Trash on top in my deck, just to get the cycling a bit faster. So I was trying to accommodate for the times where scatter mode wasn't getting deleted, so I wasn't getting my draws. At least I was getting something off, just to cycle through a little faster. Getting to the options, so we're going to get to the smaller options. 2 Deathclaw, just for that security pop of a level 4 or lower, but also to consistently delete my scatter modes. Calling from Darkness for a similar sort of reason, but also to recur some BL Stars to hand. And 2 Miss Memory Boost, just for the delay memory gain, but also getting more stuff in trash. So like I said, a lot of drawing, a lot of cycling in this deck. It was good, but however, I just wasn't seeing a few pieces just to win. But yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now getting to 7 cost options. 4 fly bullets. In this format was okay. I think from BT11 onwards, deletion effects don't seem to consistently get off, or don't seem to work so well, so I think I might decrease the number of these come BT11. 3 nail bones. I was originally running 2 of these, but 3's needed just to get some more bodies on field. 1 happy bullet showering, just for clearing out smaller, similar DP bodies. 2 Kakaitis breath, just to bounce the hand, and plasma decker launcher was a similar sort of effect. However, if I was running short on options and I had a blue source out, at least I can play this one for a reduced cost of 5 if my opponent has 2 or more. And then the 1 Howling Crusher, just to strip some sources. I was expecting a lot more Black Wargrey or coming against Melgar's Metal Guru decks, so I was kind of like teching for those sort of matchups. However, once I started losing, I wasn't coming across those players, I don't think. But yeah, it was just one of those things. Ratios weren't too bad, but we'll definitely make some changes in the future. As I said, first match was against Security Control. Did play against myself for a bit because I milled way too much. Second match was against Blue Flare. That was a really exciting match, really close to the wire. And third match was against Cherubi. And, well, in my locals, I do have a lot of experience with Cherubi. So that was kind of a fun match. Although they did use my Def X against me by having to delete their Cherubian, suddenly has 6 rookies on field. But yeah, after 3 rounds, I was thinking, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. Plus, I wanted a box, so I dropped out, entered the pre-release, and bought a box. And didn't do well on that neither. But I got my box, I was just happy. The good thing about this event was, right at the time it came up, I was looking to buy these Guilmons, the regular butterfly version, but then these promos would just as well because, well, I needed them. But yeah, really had a lot of fun. Again, well done to Tom with his Armor Rush. You know, really putting the Geek Retreat Southampton on the map for us. But yeah, I will be looking to upgrade this deck in BT11. I've got some ideas already. But yeah, that's everything, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope to see you again next time. Oh yeah, I will point out, at the venue itself, a lot of people there, like I said, a lot of familiar faces and a lot of new faces. And it was a really nice atmosphere, really greatly run, and yeah, hopefully again they'll do some more events in the future and I'll be happily going back to there. Anyways, thank you guys, thanks for watching the video, you take care, bye.